You know, my last video made me realize something. And I've kind of known it all along, but I was never able to put it into words. And my last video was the closest thing I've been able to put into words, or the topic, which is this, or not this, but how other races of women seem to champion and praise black women for their independence and strength, and, as the spearhead of the feminist movement. We all know white women started the feminist movement. The black man and the black woman were standing side by side, holding hands, black power, black unity, up until about 1968. 1970 came. All of a sudden, it's the women's movement. So in less than 5 years, we went from pro-black to pro-women. And to me, everybody knows, there's millions of videos on YouTube, how that was a huge distraction to the black community. Because prior to that, we were together. We were trying to fight white supremacy. We were trying to fight the system. We were trying to fight the man. And then after that, we were fighting each other. And what I find amazing is how our women, to this day, still follow the ideology of what they discovered 1970, 30, 40 years ago. And all those women that were involved in that, the white women, abandoned it. They straight up abandoned it. All those women are married now, have children now, and the only ones left on the front lines are black women. And women all over the world are happy and glad and encourage and promote black women to stay the spearhead of the feminist movement. Look around the world. All the women, people want to jump up and talk, you got the Afghan women talking about the Taliban. Hey, Taliban, they're extreme. Okay? But you got all these women, they want to talk about the extreme cases. Saudi Arabia, she got caned 25 times because she walked out the house and went over somebody's house without her husband. They got all these extreme cases. But the vast majority of women around the world, they pretty much do what their men say. Now, I'm not saying the man's got to be a tyrant, but they pretty much do and follow what the men say. I'd say most women are comfortable with that. But you have a population of women in this world who are not black, who want to be like the African American woman. But the thing is they don't see all the bullshit and all the destructiveness that the liberation of the African American female has caused to the black community. What's her name? Al-Said, I don't know how to say her name. The Arab girl that said, oh, black girls. Right? She sends me, all my hate about black women, and I made my video to, to encourage these women, because she obviously has some black friends. And I find it so funny because I myself have been with plenty of Arab women. And what I find funny is I already know how Arab women are. I know how Arab culture is. Whether you're Christian or Muslim, it's pretty much the same thing in the Arab world. Where their women don't do X, Y, and Z. Some of the women wear the hijab, they're covered from head to toe. And all these mechanisms, all these things are designed to protect the women, therefore protecting the people, therefore protecting the culture, protecting the group. Because these other groups seem to know and be aware of what happens if you let women run around and be liberated and free and think that they're just like men and can go out and fuck whoever they want to fuck and no protection. This Al-Said girl, or Al-Assad girl, she knows damn well if her ass motherfucking came home pregnant that her parents would fucking boot her out. She'd be the talk of the town. I don't even know what her background is, but she'd be the talk of the Arab community, whatever community she's a part, whether Iraq or Egyptian or whatever the hell she is. She'd be the talk of the town. And all those mechanisms are within their culture to prevent these women from running a fucking muck in the community, pretty much looking like the black community. Because the black community, especially the African American community to the rest of the world, is a fucking joke. Is a fucking joke. They sit at the dinner table and they say shit like, oh, don't act like a fucking nigger. Don't be like the niggers. Don't be like this. And they look up to white people. Oh, white people. But the women of the world, they put black women on the front lines. They put them on the front lines. They encourage them to do the feminist thing because, who cares if the black people destroy themselves, These women are using black women as the fucking testing ground for fucking feminism. See how far they can take it. See how far it can fucking go. And they encourage these women, but yet these women don't want to do it themselves. These women encourage black women's behavior. They encourage black women to do this, be liberated and free. Don't listen to your man, blah, 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 blah. And they're jumping off every word that their own men says. Or they're jumping off every word that a black man that they date says. But yet they're telling black women to do everything that they don't want to motherfucking do. Because they don't give a fuck about the self-destruction of the black community or the black woman. Because if the black woman can break free and break loose of the chains of the patriarchal society, then that means all the other women can come through. But the other women, they don't want to fight. They don't want to be on the front lines. They're just waiting for the moment that Angela Burt Murray comes down from the mountaintop with a zebra and a lightning bolt and says, "Give us free!" And all the women of the world can jump up and fucking praise feminism and, rip the chains of marriage off and be free women and come up with their own nation called Amazonia. That's what the fuck they want. But the thing is they don't want to do that fight themselves. They want the black woman to do that fight. And they encourage black women to do all that other stuff. Well, meanwhile, they're sitting behind, bringing food to their husband, fanning their husband, rubbing their husband's feet, praying that one day black women will break the walls down. They don't want to do this shit themselves. They do not want to do this shit themselves because they know the consequences that come along with it in their own communities. But when they look at African American women, it inspires them and it makes them feel good. And they're like, yes, yes, yes. But they do not want to do it themselves. They are not willing to put themselves on the front lines for feminism like the African American female. Black women are standing on the front lines alone. I don't know why they don't see that. If you look around, the Arab woman is not standing next to you. The Korean woman is not standing next to you. The white woman is not standing next to you. The Latin woman is not standing next to you. Y'all women is standing there talking about, I'm a strong, independent black woman by your motherfucking selves. Go ahead. Tell me how many women of other races you hear talking about their strong, independent black women. Or excuse me, not black women. Just strong, independent women. Period. Once again, I'll tell you. Go on Facebook right now and type in the words independent. And the only pictures and the only females that come up are African American females. Shit, Caribbean black women don't even come up on that motherfucker. Y'all women are being used and you don't even fucking know it. These women don't support you. They want you to fucking fight the good fight. Shit, half these women telling you to fucking go be free, be liberated, tell these men what to do and don't listen to them are the same women that fucking undermine your shit and come up and sneak up and get your black man and do everything that your black man wants. And then the next thing you know, the black man's coming back to you telling you, well, Arab women do this. They're nicer. White women do this. They're nicer. They don't give me any bullshit. Asian women do this. Latin women do that. All the shit that they told you not to motherfucking do. What don't y'all understand about that shit? Y'all black women are jumping up and down complaining like the black man is the most oppressive being on the fucking face of the planet. But yet these same women that want to jump up and tell you, oh, don't listen to your man, are the same women that desire your fucking men. If we're so oppressive and they're on the same feministic bus that you are, these other races of women, then why the fuck do they want to be with your men? If anything, they're sabotaging the fuck out of y'all. Oh yeah, go be a feminist. Go off in that bullshit. Ooh, girl, give me a high five. You go, girl. Yeah, you go. Go your ass right out the door while she comes sliding in through the window, sucking your man's dick. Black women think it's love. These women love us. They want to be us. No, they love you because you're fighting the fight that they're not willing to fight. They love what you do for them without them actually having to do it. Black women are African American black women are the world's biggest feminist, and then the world's biggest sufferers because of it. Go all around the world and you will find no other female like the African American female. And black women think that's a good thing. You're not the exception. You're the odd one out. Y'all women have been duped for the last 40 years and you continue to do so. Sadly, I wonder how many black girls watching the Al-Assad girl praise black women are sitting there glad that she's saying what she's saying, but yet sitting there at the same time thinking to themselves, I wish I looked like her. Sad.